There's only so many paper towels you can put down that'll stop a fucking river.
Fallopian tubes.
Fallopian tubes.
Flapping in the wind.
Flapping my gap
Whoa,
is.
wait. They should not be flapping in the wind. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Not with that attitude.
Why is it every time I start hosting, you guys start pulling this shit at the beginning?
That's what we do. I mean, I cut most of it out.
First it's goofy. No, you better not cut this out. That was beautifal. Fallopian tubes, you know?
All right,
They're a natural thing.
It's
That's
freaking goofy in the fallopian tubes. It's fine.
And it starts with fallopian tubes.
That's my new indie band.
Goofy in the fallopian tubes.
Yeah.
How's it going,
Fallopian
everybody?
tubes.
Welcome to the Fluster Bundle. My name is Tanner. I'm here with Reese, Taylor, and Mercedes. Say hi, everybody.
What's up?
Hello.
Tail. The paper
Why don't
Bowser
you
Mario Bros.
fucking put that shit away?
Me? No.
All right, fair enough.
What?
She says she's doodling without speaking because I didn't hear her say anything for that.
She just like mind linked it. It's fine.
Yeah, she's like,
Sorry.
Okay.
So she should be
Anyhow.
coming through.
every now she does. It's gonna be a fun day.
Well, it
It's gonna
depends
be
on
a
if she
fun
talks or not. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, where your
I'm
depends.
sorry. Did you want me to talk now?
Yes.
No.
I never said don't talk.
Shit, we didn't record the oppressing part of this when we told Mercedes not to talk.
I'm sorry, guys. I left plot holes in the recording. My bad.
Dot ellipses.
Ellipses. Dot dot dot.
Yep.
So yeah, I have zero idea where this is gonna go. I mean, we could just talk about the scuff that we've had to encounter getting here. That was fun. A trail of fire and tears and a lot of audio interfaces.
I was gonna say you mean the talk about how Reese breaks everything he touches?
I do.
Yeah, essentially, yes. Reese
I know.
does in fact break everything. We could do a whole segment on shit Reese is broken.
It's true.
Honestly.
You say that, but I did recently break his door handle for his car.
Oh
it's
my
so
god.
true though. Oh my god.
So Taylor came to visit last weekend, and
Yes.
we're hanging out, and
Having a good old bussy time.
having a good old bussy time, and the interior door handles of my car, only the front half, so the driver and passenger in the front, don't work. They just snapped off inside the connection. And so every time someone's in my car, I'm like, hey, either just chill and I'll let you out, or roll down the window, reach out, pop it open, and you're good. So of course everyone tries the door handle, even though they know it doesn't work.
Habit.
It's habit. And so fucking Taylor, being the spaz he is, earlier in the day, he's like pulling on it, and
The fucking door handle don't work. Fucking shitty car.
and it's perfectly fine. We have a laugh about it, and we go about our business. So then later on in the day, we go to the store, and he just gingerly pulls it like a normal human being, and the whole thing fucking snaps off. And
I'm like,
he's already crying, laughing, before we know what the fuck happened.
I take the handle, I go, is this yours? I fucking show him his fucking handle. And Mercedes and Reese, in turn, just start losing their shit.
Like,
I'm just like, I'm sorry, I broke your fucking door. It's not the only thing I broke that day,
and
too.
then,
Oh my god, and then
Yep.
and then, because Nintendo is amazing, my Joy-Con had really bad drift on it. And Taylor's fixed that before on a number of controllers. So I was like, hey man, you mind taking a look at this? And he's like, sure. Gets it.
told
Fuck was
Taylor to
that?
call me about the drift.
He
Tokyo.
gets the whole thing taken apart. And then we realize it's not going to be fixable.
Because the only way to fix it is to have to replace it. Because they made a weird different design on the,
Right.
was it right hand?
Right hand.
Apparently
has
it's
a
different on the right hand to the left hand. So like, because I was able to fix the drift one on the left hand,
Fuck.
but on the right hand then, because they have a little thing, you stick a little Phillip head in, and then tweak it.
Mm.
That's what a lot of controllers have. You can just go in there, go boop, 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 and fix it.
Mhm.
But this one was like, oh no, if you need to fix this, you gotta buy a whole new little joystick, and then plop it in, and that's the fix. So then I go, oh, well that's dumb. I guess I gotta put it back together and just hopefully at least it's still usable. So
So
those
it
little
wasn't usable.
fucking wire connectors you had to slot in that are
Uh-huh.
really hard to do on the bigger consoles and the smaller controllers
Yeah.
are really fucking infuriating for the Switch. Because you're like, oh, this is small and really annoying to get in for a fucking PS4 controller. But then when you bring in the Switch thing, which is only about like this much of the fucking thing, you're like, oh, let's make them extra small. And they have like this hard fixed bent in them. So like you're trying to move it in. It's like, no, let me fight you. So it's like, go here. And it's like, no. No.
Yeah, it's bad.
No.
It took us like what 2 hours to get the thing back together.
Yeah, you
Jesus.
were working
No,
on that
because
for 2
the
fucking
thing is, we didn't
hours.
put it back together at the end of it.
Well, to get as far as we did.
Yes,
No.
because
You fucking
so
broke Reese's chair and then broke the controller.
I didn't break his chair. My fart did. But we haven't gotten there yet. I know it happened in between, but let me finish the controller story that restarted.
Oh no.
And then we could go to the part where I farted. It was like a sonic boom. I was like,
It was.
It was
It
awesome.
lifted him up.
it was my angry toot. I was
It
about to go
was a
Super Saiyan.
powerful fart.
It shook the
No.
house.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. I checked my britches and I was like, damage undoable. So we got there's 3 segments of difficulty. We got past the first one, we got past the second one, and the process of the third one, I fucked up the first one to where it was still in, but the wire was not anymore a part of the solution.
So he basically
That-
just snapped off one of the wires to the shoulder button.
Moral story: I snapped.
He
I
snapped,
snapped.
man. And
Dude.
because of that, I bought new Switch controllers.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got
Sorry.
that going for you. Finally,
I can finally
the,
play the
uh,
Switch again.
the motivation you need to get the thing working.
Yeah, pretty much. It was literally either Taylor's gonna fix this or it's going in the trash and I'm getting a new one.
So here's the
So-
thing. I had limited time to acquire food, so I'm either gonna eat on cam or I'm gonna cover my cam. Which one would be the most disgusting?
Yes.
I mean,
So
the best.
there's actual channels dedicated to what you were about to do.
Yes, but I'm.
We'll call this our
all right, we're gonna
OnlyFans.
get
ASMR food
Psy
challenge.
mukbang.
Hold on. All right, let's zoom in.
I want
if
you to
we're
eat-
doing that.
I want the food that you're eating to spill on the camera.
Absolutely the fuck not.
What, you piece of shit? You gave me options. You're being a dick about it. Fuck you.
I
love
didn't
you.
get that. Was not one of the options. It was a multiple choice, and you said yes, but also E. Eat
Yeah.
on the camera.
Yes.
No.
No. I said I want you while you eat on camera to spill the crumbs upon the camera.
No, I want
It's
the camera
not
to
the
be in
first time
plate.
you've been on camera eating, Tanner. May I remind you of Seattle's Comic-Con when we were Borderland Psychos and we got photo bombed by that fucking journalist while we were eating
Oh
Subways.
yeah,
True.
yeah. That's
Bombed by
something.
a journalist.
That's something for everyone out there who listens to this. If you ever go to a convention and someone's eating, don't fucking talk to them. Let them eat.
No. I'm at a fucking sandwich. Get your camera out of my face. I look
Yeah.
fat. I feel fat. I'm having a Subway sandwich. Knock it off.
The worst part is that you guys were shirtless on top of it, so you just had Subway like all over
Hence-
your psycho paint.
Hence the look fat part.
All I have is
I remember that. I remember that photo too because I was sitting and my fucking fupa was particularly fucking poofy at that time,
Your
and I
fupa.
was very very upsetting to see that picture on Facebook afterwards. Like,
So there's my picture with my prolapse hanging out.
Oh.
oh,
Huh?
I get to do that.
I'm sorry. Medical disease. Anyway, medical disease.
Medical disease.
Goddamn STD
Yeah.
prolapses.
Moral of the
Sick,
story,
excited.
guys. Cosplay is not consent. Do not snap pictures without proper consent, especially during lunchtime. What are you doing?
That's fucking weird.
What?
I'm just watching the audio. It's
How
going
dare you.
nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, it's
Yes.
going
Just
nuts.
all of a
you
sudden it's
say.
like boop boop.
It's recording me on the left channel. It's recording her on the right channel.
Right,
But there's overlap because voices carry.
right.
so you're gonna be hearing us in stereo.
I love that
So-
song.
I forgot to tell you that sometimes happens. I had to manually set my interface to mono, which
Oh,
is
well.
weird because as it comes through Discord, it is mono. Like I hear
nigga
you
smoke
guys in my
Rona.
both ears. So Discord knows what's up. We just don't. See what I mean?
don't know.
Scuff stream. Scuff.
Yeah,
scuff,
everything I
scuff.
touch is scuffed. So
Everything is scuffed.
fucking,
Ugh.
I bought a new drawing tablet,
It's sexy.
Vintage.
and that had a Cintiq. It's actually not Cintiq, it's a Huion, but
It
that
is.
had a fuck ton of issues, and I had to figure out how to fucking fix it. Still has issues. I can't open new files if the program is on the tablet. If I click the new file button, it just locks the program up for some reason. No matter what
Good
program I
error.
use. And then fucking, I got a new audio interface. And as you can see, there's a fancy new microphone. That's part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Her shit, not a problem. Super easy to set up. Mine made me want to fucking shoot myself. It was... Stop, Taylor.
No, I got nothing to fucking say. All I have is headset.
It was losing its goddamn mind the entire fucking time.
Oh, it was the funniest shit. Ba-doot-doo, ba-doot-doo,
Yeah.
ba-doot-doo, for like 2 hours.
And I'm fucking trying to figure this shit out. Nothing I buy works. Right off the bat. I have to fucking fight with it every time. If other people buy stuff and I'm setting it up for them, no problem. Just plug and go. If it's mine, it's gotta fucking fight. And I don't know why.
For your right.
So
Pardon.
Reese, if I send you something after the podcast, you'll remember to edit it in, right?
I can certainly try.
Okay. So I want to make you not feel as bad because we're all picking on your scuff, right?
Yeah.
I have a Facebook picture of a time when things weren't so easy for me. Because you said, it's really easy to edit my audio and all that stuff because I took time. It took time to get here. My scuffed story, I remember back in the day I was replacing a video card in my computer. And the clip went off. And I don't the clip went off, right? And it wasn't I thought it was unfastened, but it was not. I could not have pulled this thing out any softer. I didn't rip it out. I barely did anything. I pulled it and it heard a deafening crunch as it pulled the entire ass PCIe slot straight off the motherfucker. There's the door handle, by the way. That's great.
I've also done that.
You've also done that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just me. Mercedes is dead.
It ripped the entire bracket off. And that's actually what forced me to upgrade my computer and get a new motherboard, was because I ripped off my graphics fucking slot. And I was like, well,
Yep.
He's very
Fuck me.
angry.
And you go to support and you're like, hey, can you fix this PCIe slot? And they're like, no,
no.
that thing is toast, dude. You
Oh,
fucked up.
fucked it up.
So I have a picture of Facebook that I'll send over. It's just me holding the slot, like, okay, just really sad with myself.
So my recent issue with the graphics card, fucking. So I built this computer a long time ago. I get it moved here.
She's
It's
really tickled by
working
this story.
fine,
She loves
and all of a sudden, every time I do the slightest little tap on my computer, my fucking, or on my desk, my entire computer, like all of my video, gone. It just immediately shoots the bed. I still had audio, especially coming out of audio would come out of the monitor, but no video. And I took it apart. I'm looking at it, can't figure it out. My roommate took a look at it, couldn't figure it out. We took the card out, made sure everything was clean, the whole 9 yards. Still, the problem got worse. And I'm fighting with it for what, 3 weeks? And one time, it finally, when I turned on the computer, it came up with a message saying, Please connect power to graphics card. The power in cable wasn't seated. It never fell out during any time of moving it. And I took that thing out like 20 fucking times.
So what you mean to say is you did not unplug it and plug it back in?
I did not unplug it and plug it back. Well, I did. I unplugged it from the other side, from the actual power unit and the motherboard, but not the little cluster of wires on the graphics card itself. Like a fucking idiot.
My favorite problem so far is when TF2 couldn't work for you and it broke your computer whenever you launched it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I had an issue where every time I opened any Source Engine game, TF2, Gmod,
Specifically
Half-Life,
Source Engine.
Source Engine only,
It was Source Engine.
it would completely scuff my computer, and like, if it didn't crash outright, it would turn my entire computer's resolution to like 480. Like, everything was massive and blurry, and it was... I don't know what fixed it. It just stopped one day.
Fun time. One day we're just playing the game, then we're like, oh, something happened, gotta rejoin the game. He rejoins the game, all of a sudden he's out of the Discord call. I'm like, he gets back in, he's like, dude, what's up? Did your internet die or something? He's like, no, my computer crashed.
Yeah.
I'm like, the fuck you mean your computer crashed? We're just playing TF2.
It was
was a
something
good
with the
day.
Source Engine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yes, it's a 15-year-old game. I should be able to play it just fine. Nope.
I haven't had that much in terms of misfortune for computers, mostly because I don't have a computer, but I have a laptop, and
That is a computer.
Sexy laptop, though.
it is it is a sexy laptop. Thank you. Anyway,
Sexy laptop.
though this laptop is sexy, it did initially come with an issue, to where it would not work. And out of package, at first it would start, and then I would try to do something. And the whole time, I'm just like, man, I haven't done anything. But why is my laptop a fucking furnace? And then it'll be like, oh, it's warm now. Goodbye. And it'll shut down. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I had to call fucking the place I bought it from, go, hey, the fuck's wrong with the thing I just bought? So it turns out, after like some discussion and taking the actual laptop apart and opening it, it was this fucking piece of thing right here. My fucking RAM
Of all
This
the things
fucking-
to overheat.
overheat, and not only make it so that, because at first it was starting and shutting down, but then it progressively got worse to where it would start. I let it sit there for 5 minutes to see if it's just like, oh, maybe I'm just doing something I just don't know. And then I would look away, and I'll come back, and it looked like a goddamn static screen on when your TV shits the bed, or when you're on the wrong channel. It was like, it was doing that, except it was a still image. It was not pretty. I was pissed.
The only problem I
Right.
have right now is my keyboard. Yeah, just
I need it.
yeah, my really nice Razer keyboard. See how it's all lit up?
Nah, you said the word. I understand why it's broken now.
RAM.
Razer.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
all
sir.
lit up. It's got power to it. It's not fucking working. It's plugged in, but it's not plugged in. I don't know.
So, welcome to Razer.
Did you
Let's
install
talk
the thing?
about Razer. I wish I didn't have to dig through my closet to bring this thing out and throw it at the screen. I had a Razer Siren, one of my many kind of ventures through trying to get a proper microphone working. It was a long quest. Lots of microphones came and fell. One of them was the Razer one. I went through 3 of these motherfuckers before I just admitted to myself that it was Razer and I just had to give up. Essentially, I would plug it in, and all the lights would come on, and everything would be good. But then it wouldn't register as something that was plugged in. We're recording. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you.
Later. Anyway,
Anyhow,
sisters, fuck.
God. So, the problem is, it just wouldn't power. It's doing the same thing yours is doing. The lights
Yeah.
are coming on, but nobody's home. Essentially, is the problem.
Yep.
And so I kept returning it to them, and they said, and basically the answer their support gave me was, well, it should be working.
It's not.
Taylor, what in the hell are you doing?
I wanted to get more comfortable, but I fucking shrunk myself again.
Did you fall
sorry.
down?
I
I
went-
fell down. I'm
I
sorry.
went through-
Taylor, go with your story.
through
Don't mind
fucking-
me.
everything.
Everything's interfering with my story. It's fine.
I unplugged it, put it in a
Sorry.
different slot, put it in another slot, didn't work, downloaded the drivers, drivers don't work, downloaded the Cortex, just cause, why the fuck not? I
Now
can
I
change
have-
the colors on it.
So I have an idea as to what's wrong with it. Because if it's anything like mine, it's the driver. Because the driver uses their proprietary Synapse software.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, shit worked fine before that.
It
But
did.
every time I try this Synapse software, it just explodes on everything. Every peripheral I've ever had has had an issue with that fucking software.
Yeah.
You know what's the funniest part about this to me? She's
Silence
got like
runs
the
with prolapse.
expensive Razer keyboard and it's all fancier and whatever. I have a shitty Blackweb, which if you don't know is the Walmart brand. And
Uh-huh.
this thing has lasted me for years with no issues at all.
All you need to make sure that thing works is a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Sponsor
$80
us.
fucking dollar keyboard worked for about a year, and then I tapped the side of it to move it aside so I could do something on my desk, and it went,
It was all over.
and it was done.
Yep.
It's over.
Meanwhile, I can throw this
Literally-
thing out the fucking window and it'll work fine.
Literally, I restarted my fucking computer and it just decided, no, sir, I'm not getting up today. And then the other one worked for like 2 weeks, and then again, restarted my computer. No, sir, I'm not getting up today. Good night.
Nay, I shan't. 'Tis Christmas.
It's
sure.
Christmas time and I'm a wee tot.
Yeah.
Needless to say, technology is a lot more moodier than I am.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
You know what company's good though? Corsair.
Taco Bell.
I don't know. I've been having problems with my Corsair.
That was
headset.
Oh,
also
by
true.
Corsair.
I don't know what problems you had with your Corsair set.
Remember my microphone for my headset doesn't work?
I think that's your computer being fucky. Because it works in mine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if your headset works on his computer, then it's a computer problem.
I didn't check his computer. It just doesn't work on mine.
And the only problem I've ever had with the Corsair anything was after like 4 years, the wire to my old headset just got worn out. Like, all of their shit just fucking works. That's the one thing, one company I buy from where it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna work.
That's fair. The only thing I have from them right now is a cooler. So,
Right now I have the
I used to have
headset
RAM, but-
and the... I think I have some RAM from them and the power unit for my computer.
gotcha. Yeah, I haven't really messed with them since they turned into a peripheral company. I used to buy like their internal stuff, like again, cooler, RAM, etc. But I've never actually given any of their peripherals a try. So there's that.
Shit's great, dude.
Well, shit, good to know.
Assembled in Mexico. God damn it!
Trying to think what else is like. Logitech is usually pretty reliably good.
And
Logitech,
Christ.
Logitech is... How do I describe this?
Good for the price.
Yeah, it
You
is...
get what you pay for.
It's like the generic, but you know it's going to work. You know what I mean?
It's the mouse I've been using for
It's,
years.
it's the generic
Right.
Cheerios of
It's
fucking
my keyboard.
Hey.
computer shit.
Cheers are fucking delicious.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's you're gonna get a good product. It's not
It's-
gonna be
Right.
the fanciest.
It's old reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all reliable.
Come
My
here,
webcam
reliable.
is Logitech, which it's a not high quality one. I think yours is too, isn't it?
What?
Your webcam?
No.
No? Okay. I don't know. what
Mine's
kind
generic brand from Japan.
you- Oh yeah, you got.
No.
It works just fine as long as I don't use a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you do, it becomes Satan.
Only in Phasmophobia.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
when I play
when-
Phas, it picks up the microphone from the webcam, and then it picks
Oh,
up
no.
the microphone that I use.
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of sounds like a 18-wheeler going through my living room.
That's bad.
It's a high pitched, rapid squealing sound, like me, like really fucking high pitched.
You hate to see it.
It's been bad enough that people have just popped in the lobby, heard her, and immediately left the lobby, and then messaged us in Discord like, "I'm gonna come back when you fix it."
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what my camera is. It's not telling me. It just says it's a
Well, yours is-
installed
Yours
device.
is internal.
Well, I know it is, but I would think it would say what it is when you check the device manager.
Functioning.
Yeah, it does. For right now,
Don't jinx
I would.
yourself like that.
I was gonna turn off the camera and be like, "Oh no," but then I was like, "I don't know what that would do to the recording."
Let's not.
If you turned off your camera, it would just
Be a black screen.
it would either
Kick
be
you
a black
out.
No, it wouldn't kick him out of the call. It would just say that you're not displaying your camera.
Yeah, it would.
Oh right,
have-
it would just give you a stupid little module.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be his little icon in the
Little
center of
circle.
his square.
Little
Fuck.
circle. We
Circle.
see your porn.
I like
Basically.
we see the porn, which is his icon of a bug.
So good.
Listen, don't shame him.
I'm
He's into what he's into, okay?
I'm gonna shame him for liking that bug. porn.
Moth pussy.
Oh, that mussy.
No.
Moth pussy. Not my fault. I didn't make it a meme.
We've been on that kick a lot since he came and visited.
Oh,
With the moth pussy kick?
No,
Just
Pussy.
everything ussy.
Oh, okay.
King Dussy.
King did a dussy.
Dussy.
Oh, jeez.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Right, thank
yeah.
you, Tanner.
Other than destroying your car, how did the visit go?
It was fun.
Good.
I took him
All right.
to
Did
downtown.
anything eventful happen other than destroying the car, or no?
I walked around a store with a little claw alien finger and harassed the local Publix.
Yeah.
We had a claw fight.
Kind of wish I had it now. Would have been fun. To just
Yeah. Props are fun.
sexually harassed Reese a lot. Mostly a lot of sexual harassment towards Reese.
It's race.
That's
Uh,
pretty typical for me.
Is it really?
and
Is
that-
it really harassment if it's race?
And then I had to get my distance once he got pink arm when Mercedes farted on his arm. I was like, don't want any of that.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden Reese stands up. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, you fucking farted on my arm. I was like, oh shit, you got pink arm.
No more 10 minutes later, you sonic boomed the fucking house and it shook.
Hey. At least it wasn't on a person.
No,
And
you
you
almost...
told-
I thought it was a fucking earthquake. You scared me.
The cats were running. It was
It's
terrifying.
true.
Cat running.
The cats did
Your fucking
run.
roommates hid underneath the table.
We're like,
Um,
oh god.
yeah. We basically just kind of went downtown, walked around, showed them around a little bit.
I'm chucking down Big Pickles. Those little toy
Sounds
emporium.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Then we tried
Usual
to.
visiting shit. Gotcha.
Then I
Yeah.
finally got to try out the VR headset stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. The VR. How was his first reaction to VR? Because everybody reacts differently.
So there's 3 types of people for VR.
Yes.
There's those like Mercedes who will fucking die immediately. There's people like me who have no problem with it whatsoever, and there's people who can eventually get used to it, but you know they're going to be a little thrown off at first. And Taylor's in that middle category, or that last.
In my
Thrown off
defense,
category.
that one horror game you had me try to play, when we changed that setting by 2.5, that fucking walking thing fucked me up.
Yeah.
Oh, and the shooting thing, but that's weird how to move in that game.
It's
Yeah.
literally a joystick.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about joystick. My brain was like, walk forward. I'm like, no, don't do that. It's like I'm fighting with myself the whole time I was playing that.
Got
Yeah.
you. Your survival instinct was kicking in.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. So, I showed my dad Skyrim. Now, for the record, I'm on the Reese side of things, where I don't really. It's just another game to me. It doesn't really register as like this motion sickness, reality bending thing. It's just like, oh, cool, 3D game, awesome, you know. With my dad, he was playing pretty well. You know, he killed some wolves with Skyrim, and you know it was great up until he found a cliff face. Now, mind you, when I say cliff face, I mean like that, like literally that high off the ground.
Mhm.
Like literally, you could step off this thing. However, that part of the depth perception did not quite kick in. So I saw him walk over it, look down, and go, "Oh!" freaking pull back. It was over after that. It was like, "Oh no, vertigo is way too strong on that one. Nope, nope, no, it was over." It was a beautiful thing though. Like he took it really, really well. Because you would think, people from older generations might not take it as well as like younger, hipper kids. But no, it was actually he took it rather well.
I have a strong feeling that if I put a headset on my old man, he might just fucking take out a TV.
I would say he'd probably take out
Yeah.
everything around him.
Yeah.
I have a feeling my mom would be a lot like me. She can't even watch Cloverfield without getting sick, so.
Oh yeah, no, she can't handle VR. I will say though, to his credit, I played Skyrim VR for the first time. Actually, I played VR for the first time at Tanner's house.
Oh, that's right.
And I tried Skyrim VR, and I was falling over.
That's right. I remember that now. Actually.
Like I actually had to sit down to play because I was falling over because I was just getting fucked with it. And then I eventually got it at my place on my headset. No issues whatsoever. No vertigo. Nothing. I think part of it is you have a shitty
setting,
headset
too.
because it's an early VR headset.
True. Well, I think I got the Phase 2 one.
All I've learned
Still,
is that if you
PSVR
buy your
is
own
not
headset, you do
great.
better.
Okay, fair. I'll give you the PSVR is not great. I'll give you that.
I mean, I was
It
talking.
also. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I was talking with Reese about getting my own VR headset just so I can get used to it gradually, so we could do streaming games together.
Yeah. That would be,
that'd
that would
be
be
fun.
cool.
Midstream.
Yeah.
Why do you guys have a concussion? I walked forward and so did he.
Yeah, if I ever try VR again, I'm definitely just gonna go full ham on it, save up money, and get an index. I don't
Yeah.
think I've gone in half cocked with the little things to mess with PSVR and get it compatible with PC, and it's cool. It's novel, but I'd rather just go in for the full experience at this point.
Yeah.
It feels like going in half cocked. You have compromises. You got way too many compromises.
That's something that I want to
Doesn't make it
invest
worth
in
the
is-
big price tag.
is
Yeah.
getting that bigger, better rig. And then if that happens, I'll probably just give Mercedes my current headset, and then we'll be good.
Right.
But that shit's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is 1K.
Yeah. And I've already spent some stimulus money, so.
So did I.
Spend that stimmy.
I mean-
That Bimmy, eat my Bimmy.
I didn't spend most of it. Most of it went straight into savings, but.
Same here.
Yep.
With my
That's-
medical issues, everything went right into my savings account.
Now, good segue. What Cintiq is that?
It's not Cintiq.
Oh, I thought you said it was.
No.
No, I did.
We joke
Is
around
that,
about that. It's a Cintiq, but no, it's a Huion.
Canvas
Ah.
13.
Huion Canvas 13.
Okay, honestly, don't feel bad about the Cintiq thing.
Mine.
It ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, no. I honestly prefer Huion at this point. I've actually
Oh,
used
it's way
Cintiqs.
nicer.
They were early ones. I was just talking 2013. And I prefer this Huion to it by quite a lot. The only downside, like the thing that Cintiqs have over everything else, is the size.
Yeah, I really like the size. I wish that I had it, but this is a beautiful tablet, and I love it.
What is that one?
Canvas Pro 12.
Okay. Yeah, so I think XP Pen is really the new king, honestly, as far as the bigger ones. Everybody I've seen who uses XP Pen really, really loves it. I've seen hit or miss on Huion. So if you're liking it, good, you hit. It seems like the problems with that thing will come out of the box if it has a problem. So if you don't have problems, then we're good.
Like I said, I did have some issues with it, but it was mostly Clip Studio Paint. That was the problem, not the tablet itself.
Mine was setting up the actual monitor. I sat there for 2 hours fighting with the monitor itself just to get it to work.
I don't remember. You think I would because I was probably here for it, helping you, but it all blurs together. So many fucking problems.
Going forth and backwards, they start
He's just
to meld into
not
one
allowed
king.
to buy any electronics.
Pretty much.
It's okay. Fry's Electronics is out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I saw that the other day. Actually, Mercedes told me about it.
I've never been more gratified in my life. By the way they went out
was it you who told me about it?
Yeah, it was on the drive, to get our bagel or some shit like that.
you're right. Taylor told me about it. Sorry about that.
I was like, I didn't tell you shit. I promised bagels, and that was it.
Yeah, this is the bagel times.
Anyways, you were saying, Tanner.
So, for those of you who don't know, I used to work for Fry's. Not gonna tell you which chain, which
Why? It doesn't matter.
branch, obviously, but it does matter. You never know what people can
The
find
now
out. There's
functioning
some
one.
sketchy shit. You know?
That's true. I've been censoring out every time Mercedes says the name of our town.
Fair.
Did
Very
I
fair.
say
Stop saying it.
no?
Anyhow, I used to work at Fry's. Worst place fucking ever. Okay, it was my first job. I didn't know any better. I just thought working sucked, and that was just life. Hell no, that place was a nightmare. So it is nothing short of hilarious to me that when they closed the books on the fucking place, they basically announced it online before they told any of their people and just said, in 24 hours, you're not going to have a job. Bye.
That's
Holy shit. That is beautiful to me. I feel bad for all those people, but if there's any way that horrible fucking place is going to go out, it would be with that lack of tact. It just would be. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I will say, every time shopping at Fry's has been a good experience. Because of the staff.
Oh yeah, we bust our ass. I mean...
Well, not only that, but like every time... Because usually what it is... Okay, I'm needing this computer part. I don't feel like waiting 2 fucking weeks for it. I'm just gonna go buy it at Fry's. And every time I've gone in there, they've been like, hey... You know, do you need help? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for this kind of thing. And they're like, all right, I got you. And then, like, they've given me discounts for no fucking reason. They,
There's a reason.
always super knowledgeable. And it's always like the young guys who work in the back computer parts area. They're like, yeah, we fucking, all of us build as a hobby, you know? So they know about it.
Yeah.
But the buildings always felt weird. Like, it always felt like you were walking into a warehouse that was about to close down.
Because that's basically how they ran it. They ran it as minimalistic as possible. I remember when it rained and the infrastructure in centered town here was not able to really keep up with the rain. And it, like, burst through the roofs. Like, so there was just, like, leaks all over the place. But it was also getting all the grime from the roofs too, so it was like stinky leaks all over the place, with like yellow water dripping everywhere.
I want to have a stinky yellow leak.
Yeah, do you know what they did to fix it?
A mop.
Slapped a couple buckets down. And
For
walked away.
for months at a time, they had us take not buckets, those little hand baskets that you use to shop in, filled the bottom of them with paper towels and stuck it under the leaks, and we just changed them out by hand every few hours.
Baskets. You mean the
Baskets
thing?
with little
Like-
paper towels on the bottom.
The kind with holes.
Yes, because, and I quote, the paper towel will absorb it all.
There's only so many paper towels you can put down that'll stop a fucking river.
So eventually, months later, after the rain season stopped, they fixed the roof.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine. I was there 30, 40 years after its inception. That can't have been the only rainy season they've ever gone through.
Yeah.
That's like taking an umbrella and like popping up through the hole, and it just...
This guy's
My current job, the one of the buildings that I work in or used to work in, has a brand new roof that they put up literally this last year, and every time it rains, it leaks like crazy. Every time. Like, there was one point, because, we had to, I'm like, oh, hey, send a picture of this to my boss. And, there was one shot that I got where there was 5 trash cans lining one room, because that's how many leaks there were in one fucking room. And I'm like, this is a brand new roof. How do you fuck up this bad?
Yeah. How do you fuck up this bad? There's also the fact that I remember wiping down some of the shelves towards the end of my tenure there. Mind you, first time I was ever told to wipe down the shelves, like move the product and wipe it down.
Yeah.
And I remember just being fascinated at the fact that I thought that was just how the shelves looked. And then I wiped it down and they were just like a really nice matte brown color. And I was just like, oh, what was all of that shit on top?
There's shelf under here. What the fuck?
Did you know that
There's
this was
shelf
brown?
under here. I thought it was a gray shelf. I thought it was a gray shelf.
Every time I've gone in there, I never questioned it. I thought the shelves were gray.
I never been to the fries.
At least the one I was at was brown.
The nearest fries to you, Taylor, was
Seattle or Kent?
Renton.
Beep 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 beep.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know fries was a thing because it's not in my district, like my region.
Oh sure, like I think they only had one in Washington.
They had one in Washington, one in Oregon, I think 2 in California. There was
more than 2. There's definitely more than 2 in California.
There was only like 23 stores total.
Yeah. Didn't even know.
And
Now
that's
to zero,
the thing
so.
that's fascinating to me is like brick and mortar stores have come and gone, yet they stayed. But they didn't stay with any updates, they didn't do any crazy radical things. They stayed with the most outdated, busted ass systems they possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was shocked that there were even electronic pin pads on the fucking registers, honestly.
When I was working for Toyota, this is a Toyota dealership, not the actual company Toyota. They were running Windows XP.
Yeah, you had XP?
XP in what was that? That would have been 2015, 2016?
I think so.
Yeah, about the same year. About the same year, they were running XP there too.
Yeah.
During the time when you're still in the local area.
They were running XP, but the program was DOS. The till system was DOS.
Yeah, that's how ours was.
Yeah.
Because
Not great.
that makes sense. And I was straight up like, our entire system, even the credit card running system, is running off XP.
Mm-hmm.
This is a safe or security hazard, and they're like, "Well, it's not like anyone's gonna hack us." Ha ha ha! And I'm like, do you realize how many thousands of dollars come through here every day?
Yeah, no shit. I'd fucking, if I was ballsy and illegal doing things, I'm not. Don't arrest me. I would hack a Toyota. Don't arrest me.
Yeah, like
Getting
there's
arrested right now. SWAT.
tons of money going through that place.
FBI, open up.
Yeah. The reason why they don't usually do it is either the time and the cost it is to actually change the system. The amount of time it probably would take to do it is usually the reason why most companies don't change a lot of their systems.
My last job I worked at, they were changing
Especially as
systems,
big as Toyota.
and they waited so long that the company that they worked with that like makes these systems, I don't think it's a bad thing for me to say this, so the company was called E10. Like, that's the name of the company in the program. This isn't who I work for, mind you.
Yeah.
When they signed the contract to use the system, the company was called E9.
Mm-hmm.
It took a decade for them to move over.
Yep.
Like,
I believe it.
and the thing is, once we actually, like, they got the kick in the pants to actually do the system change, it took 2 weeks. It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
The company functioned perfectly normally that entire time.
Yep. Even I remember I worked for Staples for a bit. No longer though. And they finally replaced the pin pads that were broken the entire time I was there for like over 2 years. And they replaced the pin pads, and we were out a couple hours late on closing, basically. And then we came back the next day, and the thing worked flawlessly. Took no further training. It was just super simple. And it was just like, yeah, what were you so worried about?
Yeah.
Like, you weren't worried. You just didn't want to buy it, and you were making excuses.
Yeah, no,
Let's
it's
just be
a lot
real.
of the time it's just like this bullshit scare for themselves.
Yeah.
So it depends on what the company is. So because like if it's like computer thriving business, that's a whole entire thing of changing that.
Yeah.
Because that usually means changing everything.
Everything.
Yeah. And I can understand that, but like I said, with that job I was working, that was everything. Every piece of stock was cataloged. Everything that we made was cataloged. The materials themselves were cataloged. But it was already all cataloged. It was literally just moving the numbers over.
Yeah.
And then we were done. Like, it wasn't. It was just stupid. It's stupid. Companies are stupid.
Amen
It's
to
okay.
that. We all
I'm-
know where I worked best.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck
It's
your
okay, I
job.
already planned it.
Fuck fast
Dude,
food.
my job should have been shut down by the Department of Labor.
Got shut down.
No, it should have been.
Oh, it should have been. I was gonna say, is like, when the
You
fuck
kidding
that
how
happened?
many drug addicts came through, got fired, and then hired back a month later? How many people actually got threatened by the employees? Like, we had one that was stalking someone with a machete. I had another employee that was a meth head. We actually had one OD. Well, actually, he was
Jesus.
a really nice guy, and I was really upset by that, actually.
Shit.
There was one guy. Okay, so story time. I worked in fast food. I am a really good sandwich maker, and I was closing sandwiches one night while they were training a new manager. The new manager was going through some shit, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Except he was like taking drugs and all that, and you could tell that's what he was doing. And this has been going on for months. And I have a very high tolerance to stupid. Like, I could deal with so much stupid that it's whatever. My threshold broke that night, and he was whining and complaining and being an asshole. And I turned around and I told him off. And he comes after me at the sandwich line, corners me between the bun warmer that we have and my sandwich board, and gets in my face and starts confronting me that he doesn't like the way that I'm talking to him, and he's getting aggressive. So he ends up walking out. I report it to regional. Fast forward, this guy gets arrested after involving a bunch of employees in his bullshit that he's been doing. Tries to commit suicide, ends up stealing a car, gets arrested for Grand Theft Auto, gets out of jail, comes to the store looking for me to tell me off again for 3 months straight. So this guy ends up, like 3 months ago, getting hired back at Wendy's. 3 blocks from my house.
Oh no.
Promotion.
Yeah.
Promotion, Jesus. Oh no.
Think there's ever gonna be a
he's a
Grand Theft
manager.
Idaho?
He got hired as a manager.
Oh no.
I
Jesus.
Perfect
shit.
fine.
I went to therapy because this guy triggered some traumas that I had in the past. Reported this to regional and district, and he still got his job back.
Don't be fooled by their social media. Wendy's ain't fucking around. Jesus Christ, that's fucked up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like-
not cool.
Like, the guy who runs social media is like the one good employee.
Of course it is, because he's getting paid fucking great to sit on his ass.
He's
Like,
getting
those
paid
social
great
media
to
workers
shitpost.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you're a fucking nerd, yeah? You're hired.
And make me a sandwich.
I mean, it's not only that, but we had a couple pedophiles too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one guy who was soliciting the girls there for a 3-way with his wife.
Ah, it's disgusting.
He was fired promptly. There was
Come over to
a
my place. I'll get you a Wendy's sandwich.
right. There was this.
I'll give you a junior baconator.
There was this other kid.
Get you an
He was
extra
doing the
side of
same
fries.
thing, and he actually got caught. Okay, so there's this YouTube channel where this guy goes around and he catfishes these predators online and confronts them. We actually
Chris
had an
Hansen.
employee get caught by this guy, like 4 blocks
That's
away
awesome.
from the shop.
Why are you trying to make love to little boys? Why don't you find a man your own age?
Like, it's
I
crazy.
came for you.
No, no, no.
I came for Chris
No.
Hansen booty. I don't want no little boy, but
Oh, that's
See, I call you Chris Handsome because I find you handsome.
Hi, guys.
Now we
can
can do
love that
this
show.
easy way or the hard way. We ain't doing it anyway. I see you choosing the hard way.
the choice is yours.
But like I said, my last job should have been shut down by the labor
Worry.
department.
Yeah, yeah, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Despite Taylor dying, it's fucked up.
I'm just thinking of. I'm spitting on myself.
He's thinking
I'm just
of a
thinking
bit.
of.
It's fine.
I'm just thinking of that boondock thing. He's just like, I'm coming for that booty. I am a warrior.
Thing is that was based off a real dude.
I know. I just can't get over the fucking fact that someone's just going, I'm coming for that ass. I'm a warrior. I'm spect and strength
So,
Expected
I've been
strength.
looking at the butt,
and rape.
and I think you should give it to me.
Oh god.
Give me that black cherry.
Oh
Give me
god.
that
Do you remember
butt!
that, Tanner?
What?
The
Wait,
whole
what?
black
What?
cherry thing?
No.
In middle school.
It was
Oh,
it was in
no.
high school too.
Well, I
Oh,
started out
no.
in middle school, but then like it
Oh,
ended in
no.
freshman year of high school.
It was
I legit just thought it was Taylor being racist again, honestly.
no,
a
no.
little
What
bit.
it was
No.
fucking a bunch of the jock douchebags would just grab each other, start viciously humping, and going black cherry,
Black cherry,
give me the
black
black
cherry."
cherry, and they would do it all the time.
It was super gay.
It was
I don't
super
remember
gay.
I don't remember this at all.
You never
Yeah.
got black cherry then. Well, going to California. Be right back.
Well,
Got
I
some of the
wasn't-
black cherry.
It wasn't a stupid jock, so no, it didn't.
It was jocks and the
It-
like the idiot bullies. They just come up behind either you, one of the friends, or someone they don't know, and they're like, "I'm gonna fuck this guy."
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
Oh god.
people were like genuinely scared that one day I was going to snap and shoot the whole fucking place up
With, like,
just
Reese.
because I dressed a little fucking goth. Okay, really fucking goth. But
If anything, Sean was,
I was
more
really
likely to shoot
fucking
the
goth,
fucking
so-
skull.
I know you would think, but it was neither of us. We were just like chill. It's just like I just like long coats, man. It's raining all the fucking
That
time.
was-
Shit.
That
It's
was the
cold.
exact reason that I wore a trench coat in high school.
It's raining all the fucking time. I'm wearing a raincoat. What do you want?
I'm just like,
Like-
I'm warm.
I'm warm and I look like fucking Neo. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like,
I can do the Matrix.
I actually,
Oh, fuck.
I was told by a teacher in college that if anyone was going to shoot up a school, he would suspect me to do it.
yep.
I'm actually
Uh,
pretty.
And literally the reason for it was because it was a Photoshop class and I was making weird shit. And for one assignment, I had like a zombie theme to it. That was it.
Yeah.
You dark fuck.
I remember I was bringing an amplifier to school because I was gonna give it to Anthony, or I guess Blake is his name now. Oh, okay. Anyhow,
No, that
like,
was justified.
that's a story I don't know. Interesting. Anyhow, we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, I was gonna start it off, and I just remember everybody giving me like looks, like they thought I was just gonna drop the duffel bag in the middle of a cafeteria and fucking explode it or something.
Clock
Like-
mark, motherfucker. I got an A plus. And...
It's like people who know me now. I'm just like the most unintimidating motherfucker in the entire planet. So this is so funny that like half the school was deathly terrified that I was going to murk them all.
I mean, there was the
And as a result, I never got black cherry. So there's that.
there was the time that I had the school concerned because I brought a pair of hedge trimmers to school.
Why did you bring a pair of hedge trimmers to school? That is a
Got
little
trim some
weird.
hedge.
No, so I was in chemistry in my junior year, and I'm not good at chemistry. I aced physics, was barely passing chemistry. How? I don't know. But we had a club called the Green Club, and the head of that club was the chemistry teacher, and he was like, "Hey, you're gonna fail my fucking class, so if you come help out with the Green Club clearing these blackberry bushes across the street, I'm going to give you extra credit." And I'm like, cool. And I knew we didn't have enough tools, so I brought a pair of hedge trimmers. But the classroom was locked when I got to the school. So I couldn't put them in the classroom. So I had to carry around hedge trimmers all day. And the teacher's like, "What the fuck are you doing with that? That's a weapon." And I'm like, "No, look, if you want to take it and keep it in the office, I'm cool with that. Like, it needs to go to this classroom." And they're like, "Oh, okay, you can keep it." I'm like, what kind of fucking security is this?
I don't know.
They're like, "Look, if you're gonna cut off fingers, just don't let it be mine."
They were worried. They were worried about it up until you told them they had to do something, and then they're like, "Oh, what? No."
Like, fuck responsibility.
It'll
Fuck
be
no.
fine.
Can
It'll
I
be
just send you to
fine.
principal's office?
I didn't really have any cool stories like that. I'm pretty convinced that everyone in my high school didn't even know I existed, and if they did know I existed, that I was a freak of nature and kept their distance.
People thought I was bipolar in high school.
That's because you're a spaz.
Yeah.
I just had the one teacher who liked to call me Voldemort all the time. That was fun.
I think they started thinking I was bipolar because there was a time where I was like, the teacher's being a dick. You're a bitch. I was like, oh shit, I said that loud.
Like 80% of my teachers thought they were fucking funny because everyone's a fucking comedian. My name's a car. Okay, guys. That's cool. I'm not a BMW. I'm not a Corvette. I'm not.
BMW.
Yeah. I'm not any vehicle whatsoever. It is not funny. It's just, please do not do roll call and go, "Hey, BMW, are you here?"
I like how the teachers made fun of your name. My teachers broke my arm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
true.
break your arm.
Right.
My teacher tried to break my nose
How did a teacher try to break your nose?
with a badminton racket.
He just chucked it at you?
No, he didn't know I was behind him. Swung back, and hit me in the face.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whack
so,
attack.
like, yeah, you gotta work on how you open up these stories. You didn't sound like an accident at first.
Yeah.
I thought we were about to catch a fucking
that's
case
the
at that
perfect.
school.
No, that's the perfect way to start the story.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
It was an
Perfect.
accident.
It,
Then
it gets
it
attention.
wasn't.
I see what you're going for. You're doing the whole headline tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I got
You'll
banned.
never believe what happened when this teacher tried to break her nose.
Number
This
7.
T-Rex
It was
came
an
into the
accident.
room.
I did get banned from running in gym class. Fun
How
story.
the fuck did you get banned from running? How fucking shitty of a runner are you?
To be fair, I did, but
It
I had
wasn't
an
that I was a
excuse.
shitty runner. It was that I'm clumsy. So I'm like a one-legged cat on morphine. I have no coordination,
Okay.
and I trip over myself all the time. And that was an
So-
awkward period where I was growing into basically everything because I was knee-high to a grasshopper all my life. So I would trip and fall, and I would have scrapes on my knees all the time, and they were worried I was going to get a staph infection. In high school, I actually ended up running to the football field because we were doing lacrosse.
I almost
And
died.
I actually did. I tripped over the curb, and I scraped across the asphalt of the parking lot. Like, it was a stone on water kind of effect. And from, like, mid-calf all the way to mid-shin, I had scraped completely off. I got to the football field, and I was like, "Hey, can I go to the nurse?" And they're like, "Yeah, why?" And I'm like, I'm kind of bleeding everywhere. And they're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." I had bandages
Just a
for
bit
like
of
3
pain.
months. I got to the nurse's office. She's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah. Can I get a Band-Aid?"
No, I'm not okay.
I just remembered a fucked up story from middle school, actually, in gym class. We had a kid, like, almost get murdered in gym class. So...
Told you that's the best way to start a story.
Yeah. No, but mine was actually fucked up.
Local
So...
teacher almost murders kid.
No, it wasn't a teacher. It was
That's
another
okay.
fucking student. And I don't remember who it was exactly, but this is, I think, 8th grade. And you know how there's just, the warm-up in the gym, you walk around the gym, and it's just like, everyone hates their life, take a leisurely stroll around. Basically, it was that. And this dude was like, I'm thirsty. I'm going to go get a drink of water. So he goes over to the water fountain. He's drinking. This girl's having a bad day for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Doesn't even know this fucking kid. Walks up behind him, grabs him by the hair, slams him into the porcelain water fountain, cracks his skull up, and he immediately hits the ground unconscious. And then she just keeps walking. Like nothing happened. Like, we had to have the ambulance come. Like, I want to say she got expelled for it.
Nah, she was a girl. She's fine.
The dude had to
What,
get,
you mean almost murdered somebody? Yeah, hopefully expelled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it was fucking crazy. And I just remember, like, I'm minding my own business. I'm walking away from where it is, come back around, and there's just a guy on the ground. Teachers are freaking out, and there's blood everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Right, Jesus Christ.
Like, it was nuts, dude. Weird shit like that happened in our schools. Weird shit.
I just remember the last year of my school, I spent half of it outside because we constantly got bomb and gun threats.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we
That
got
was
lockdowns a lot.
I love
So-
the fact that in our school we had a middle school and a high school right next to each other that shared a lot of the same
Buses.
lines, like the sewage and gas and all that. And there was a bomb threat, so they put all of us in the middle school gym or cafeteria. And I'm like, this seems like a bad place to put us.
Yeah, this feels like the main setting for one of these things to happen.
Yeah.
Where is it? What room was it that Columbine ended it?
What?
Columbine ended in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And they
No.
rounded him up in a cafeteria.
So as a event in high school, we all got shut down, like the lockdown, like an actual lockdown, not just a drill. So Idaho, at least the part of Idaho that I live in, has
Yeah,
a
that
lot
too.
of fucking churches. My school was surrounded by at least 6 of them. One of the priests in one of the churches got shot just down the road. And the shooter was running towards the high school to get away from the cops. So we ended up getting locked down because there was an assailant on the loose heading towards the high school. Now, no one realizes that about 2 buildings down is also an elementary school. I'm like, all right, so we're going to go to the elementary school. You're going to go and hang out in the gym. And that's where you're going to get locked down.
That's first of all a terrible idea. Second of all, did you go to my school? I don't think you did. I'm
No.
pretty
No.
sure you didn't.
No,
That
so-
exact thing after you left too. That exact thing happened at my school.
No,
Almost exact.
no, so I was there for that.
Oh, you were?
That was junior year.
Oh, you were there for junior year? I thought you left at junior.
No, I don't know why you always think that. I was only gone in
Because-
senior year.
Because I suppressed most of it and it's all a blur.
So,
Because it was like 4 years to us race.
so what happened there, it wasn't a priest. It was 4 cops that got shot.
Oh, right.
They were
yeah,
in a
four
coffee
cops.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to
and-
the church.
Yes, they were in a coffee shop, and this dude, like, about to start their shift, they're sitting there having a cup of coffee, minding their own business, and dude walks in, blasts all 4 of them, and just walks out. And
Yep.
so we go on lockdown.
Hard lockdown. Like we were there.
Hard.
I want to say all day.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to leave any of the rooms all day. He ended up going to like a friend's house of his, and they basically sent in a robot with a shotgun and just boof, took him out.
Yep.
Because he was shooting at the cops when they were outside.
It always cracks me up when people are all like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna defend against I'm gonna defend my home against the military with my guns," and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Rover's gonna come in and take you out. You aren't even gonna be a fucking errant fart in the wind, but okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Like Wally's gonna come and end your fucking life, and you're not even gonna know what happened.
Wally's got a gun.
But yeah, no, that was crazy. And then we also had the same year, which seems like a bad idea. The same year we also did a SWAT training fake lockdown. And so for like half the students, it was just basically like you have a normal day, and then some SWAT dudes are gonna come in and then leave. And then for the rest of us weird students who signed up for it, we got to actually play as shooting victims. And
I remember that. Weren't you one of the victims?
I was one of the victims. I had a graze wound on my head.
I see you were one of the bitch victims. You're like, oh, I'm hurt so bad.
And my buddy John was his whole thing was he was in shock. And so what was supposed to happen was the SWAT team was supposed to clear the area, and then the medical team was supposed to come in. We were supposed to get escorted out by the SWAT, and then the medical team was supposed to like take care of us. We got left behind. They got all the other areas clear. They took out the fake shooter and everything, and then all the rest of us who were in the cafeteria again, we were just sitting there like,
Very good.
So what do we do? And I just remember John sitting there. He's like, I'm done acting. And he just pulled out his Game Boy Advance SP, and he was just like, play some Fire Emblem.
That's what I do if I'm shocked. Start playing fucking Mario Tennis.
That is such a John thing to do too.
Yeah.
It's just I'm done. Whatever. Just fuck it.
Just fucking Fire Emblem. Let's go.
I'm gonna get straight A's anyways. Nobody gives a shit.
Pretty much.
I had a chance to sign up for that. I just knew that one day I was just in the cafeteria, just sitting there going, "This is boring."
Were you there in the cafeteria?
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything.
I don't remember you being there.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I was like, we can't do anything. We can't be loud. I can't fucking. It's like, shooter's right here. What? Was I going to fucking do that and get in trouble? No. I'm just like, well, if I want to avoid getting in trouble, just don't say anything. And I just sat there and occasionally whispered to someone.
Ironically, that dude who played the fake shooter, he was a student, and
he won.
What's that?
I said he won.
No. Ironically, he ended up getting people killed.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I don't mean in the simulation. I mean in reality.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, what did that guy end up actually becoming a shooter?
He ended up becoming a drug dealer.
Oh,
and got a bunch of people addicted to meth, and 2 of them OD'd.
Awesome. He's my hero.
And then he himself jumped in front of a train.
Damn.
Yep.
Did I ever
Express
tell you guys I know a
lane.
murderer?
Got a double
Pardon,
kill.
what?
I know a murderer.
Okay.
So
What?
no. Okay, so
I have killed no one
a few
yet.
years back, I was dating a guy in high school, and his idea of dates was taking me to dance classes. And he introduced me to one of his friends. And I was a little weirded out by him to begin with, like, whatever.
It's the friend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I was concerned for a minute.
no. So
here I was, ball gag in my mouth.
no. So I actually took dance classes with him. We were learning swing and Latin dancing and all that. So I already knew the guy. Fast forward to college, he starts hanging out with my group of friends. I already am uncomfortable and don't like the guy because he associated with my abusive ex-boyfriend. Different story. Fast forward a few years, he has this reputation of sleeping around and just being a general man whore. Fast forward a few more years. So he's got this girlfriend, and the girlfriend is claiming that her dad or some man was sexually assaulting her. So he decides the best idea to fix this problem is to take a katana, go to his house in the middle of the night, and in front of his 8-year-old daughter, slash and hack him to pieces, and solve the problem.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
It's not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be dark. Why the fuck did he use a katana?
Yeah, he used a katana. Fast forward a year or two, he's found God and is now a priest.
Oh, fuck, guys.
What?
What?
We have a problem.
What?
Did you not record this?
I don't know when our audio died. It's either, I don't know if the audio itself is gone, or if it's just the icon.
How long has it been going for?
Have you stopped it yet?
No, it's still going.
Still recording.
Don't. Let's ring it out just in case this
yeah,
is.
we're
still
about
being
that at that
recorded.
point, anyways. This has been a weird, dark episode.
Yeah, this has been weird. I was trying to just make it a goofy episode about how Reese fucking breaks everything he touches, but we got really dark into dark murder and just bad things,
Yeah.
horrible things.
It's all
but
Zen.
But
It's-
at the end of the day, at least somebody used a katana. This has been Fluster Bundle once again. Tanner, Reese, Taylor, Mercedes. I probably am not doing this in the right directions because I'm doing it on my
You're
screen.
good.
Am I?
No.
Fuck yeah! Oh. And that's all. Thank
You're
you
in
guys
the
so much
bottom
for
left.
watching. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
Ah!